If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free.
Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Welcome back everyone, welcome back to a brand new video here. So we're gonna be playing with the regional winning deck. I can't believe I'm saying that phrase. It's been way too long since I've said that. Natalie Miller's MEW VMAX deck with the triple acceleration and only 2 stadiums along with 4 Rotom Phone. Of course, we have our good old pal MEW VMAX, which allows you to use cross Fusion Strike, copying a benched Fusion Strike Pokemon's attacks and using it as this attack. Or we have Max Miracle doing 130 damage and not caring about anything on your opponent's active Pokemon. We have a double Meloetta with the Melodious Echo attack so that we can do a lot of damage with our Fusion Strike energies and the Lesser Sparkle. We have Genesect with the amazing Fusion Strike system to draw, and we have Oricorio's Lesson in Seal to protect our Fusion Strike Pokemon and also copy Glistening Droplets against things like Malamar, which is pretty good. We have 4 Battle DIP Pass, 4 Chromatic pre-standard along with 4 Quick Ball and 4 Ultra Ball, and the 4 Rotom Phone round out the item-based search. We have the Power Tablets to increase our damage along with the choice builds, our switching cards and switches and escape ropes, and the 3 double Turbo Energy can also act as switching cards. And finally we have a copy of Echoing Horn so that we have easier access to benched threats. So let's jump into the ladder, see how the deck fares for me. Alright, so we do lose a coin flip, which MEW VMAX doesn't mind too much as long as it can get the donk, right? This is a regional winning deck. Natalie is of course a really good Pokemon player, so I'm expecting a full 100% win rate off of this deck. But expecting that and actually achieving it is completely different. It's 2 completely different things. So MEW Mirror Match can be very luck based, I would say. Can be very luck based. So we see the stadium, we see the Ultra Balls. So very good. Very good start for my opponent. So their goal will be to retreat into Meloetta, which obviously they have accomplished already, and they'll be able to potentially prevent me from taking a prize card or taking 2 prize cards next turn, which is ideal. So it might be my job to find escape rope. They are burning a power tablet, which is good for the future. They also decide to get back the energy before they end their turn, and they go into the Meloetta. Alright. Amazing top deck, that's for sure. Incredible top deck. Now, my hand is pretty good, but also not great in terms of following up. I didn't prize a MEW VMAX, so I have an easy discard with the Ultra Ball and the MEW VMAX, and I also have another double Turbo Energy, so I did prize 1, so I think it's safe to discard those. So I do have 2 Alessas. I did prize 1. I do think I should still go for the donk, however. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Genesects out. We will go ahead and Ultra Ball away these 2 for, in fact, another Genesect. And so we only have access to 1 card, 2 cards, sorry, at the moment. So I'm going to draw the first 2 and then I'll play the Rotom Phone. Or maybe I should play right now. So these are always the sort of questions that I have. Maybe I'll play it now, actually. Another Rotom Phone. I think the Mew. Could be the Quick Ball. I guess the quick pull helps thin my hand. I'm sure I'll be able to find something to thin. So I guess I'll guarantee the quick pull and then establish the Mew. We're looking for a Lesser Sparkle though. That's the card we are digging for. And that could be the card, or that could be the Lesser Sparkle that we need right there. Nope. Okay, so I don't want to discard this Fusion Strike Energy. There's another Mew. And I'll go ahead and discard this Meloetta for another Mew. And so now for the last Genesect, we need the Alessa and we need to not draw more Sparkle energies, which that's exactly what happened. Wow, this is actually potentially really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna play defensively now. I'll bring up the Genesect. They are down a switching card. And I'm not gonna replay the stadium. Let's go ahead and pass, but oh yeah, whiffing there was very, very bad. Very, very bad. Alright. Okay. Well, that's pretty scary. They had their own stadium, so actually I would have reduced their chances of drawing if I had played my stadium. I don't think they drew with Rose Tower, right? They drew directly with Genesect instead of drawing one with the Rose Tower. Okay, so do they whiff? They whiff. Oh my gosh, that is actually huge. My hand's not great still, but we can do stuff, I guess. So what I'm thinking now, I am down a Boss's Orders. So I have two options. I could go attach to the Meloetta, play the Power Tablet, and Ultra away the other Fusion and the Rose Tower. Because I am down one Power Tablet as well, so getting a one shot on the MEW VMAX is not going to be easy. I mean, if I take the first two prizes, I should have an advantage, right? So I think that's what I should play towards. So I'll do this. And then I think I don't want to rely on drawing the Alessa, so I'll go ahead and Fusion Strike System. Hopefully draw something better to discard. There's the Power Tablet, which is great. It is the third one though, but it is what it is. But this guarantees that I have the KO now. I'm doing 200 damage now, so that's really good. So do the choice builds matter anymore? I don't think they do, so actually that should be my discard. Because I can no longer reach for a one-shot on MEW VMAX. And neither can my opponent, as they're down 2 Power Tablets, so that's really good. I guess they technically can with the 4 Fusion Strike energies, though. So that's something to keep in mind for sure. Alright. I do get that, which is great. I can also get rid of the other choice belt. Yeah, getting the double turbo energy is really, really good here. We'll grab the MEW VMAX. Evolve as well, and then I will probably end up benching the Oricorio. And if I play Escape Rope, they might bring up the Meloetta, and I really want to take 2 prizes here. If they attack with Meloetta and they don't evolve into MEW VMAX, then Escape Rope essentially becomes boss. And as long as I can find Alessa before I draw the last Fusion Strike energy, I should be fine. Or my other double turbo energy, which I priced. Alright. Peony. Peony means no boss. Oh my gosh, what? They just peonied away 3 bosses orders. Okay, now I'm feeling very, very safe. Well, maybe not so safe. They go Quick Ball and Ultra Ball. They only draw 1 card. If they don't bench under Gensec, that could actually be bad, actually. So hopefully they don't evolve both Mews. The plan is, they're gonna knock out my Meloetta. Okay, or they can just bench under Gensec, then that's fine. Alright. They do have an Ultra Ball in their hand, that much we know. Go with Choice Belt, they go for the Ultra Ball. There's the MEW VMAX, the first one. More Gensec draw. Quick Ball. Well, if they bench Oricorio, I might regret having discarded both the Choice Belts, in fact. That could be problematic. But they choose to go for Gensect. Yeah, that's something definitely important to consider. Okay, Escape Rope is no longer an out for me. So I do need to avoid a one-shot on the MEW VMAX, but also I need to find my double turbo energy from the prize cards next turn. And if they get the one-shot with the fusions, with the last fusion strike energy, that could be very, very problematic. If the prize cards are not kind to me. Alright, so they use Max Miracle for the KO, that's fine. We'll promote you. Alright, so we know my play is boss KO on the Genesect, right? If I play the Escape Rope, maybe they make a mistake. It also gets the card out of my hand. They might want to conserve. They'll probably bring up the other Mew, but they might want to, like, to conserve them fully healed. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the correct play for my opponent for sure. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, so now I need to find out whether the last boss is in the deck, which it is, okay. So it comes down to either avoiding the KO next turn, which is why Oricorio could be good, and or finding the double turbo and the boss of my prize cards, which all of this definitely helps. Gives me some really good chances at finding it. I guess I can play the Rotom Phone. Just grab the Power Tablet, which is, it could actually be useful, so never mind. I can grab the Quick Ball. I can't discard the energy. I can't really discard anything though. I guess the Escape Rope. I can discard the Escape Rope, yeah. Alright, so I'm just trying to get to as close to the boss as possible. And these are the sort of things that make me say that Mew is definitely a skill-based deck. Like, I know a lot of people think Mew is a sort of brainless deck, and it can be at certain points, for sure. But there are a lot of micro decisions that you can take during your turn to really, really improve your chances of winning. Okay, I found the double turbo, so now all we need is boss's orders, which we have a double Chromomatic potential to find, so 2 flips to find, and if that doesn't work, then I have cards that I can thin, and that's only if the MEW VMAX gets KO'd here, which is very possible, but not guaranteed. Not quite guaranteed. They do need a Power Tablet after they get this 4th Fusion Strike energy into play. Yep, there it is, okay. So they do need the Power Tablet. If they don't get the Power Tablet, that just means I have 2 turns to win instead of just 1. So no matter what, it's a win-win for me right here. And If that had been a bench story choreo, I actually would have needed that last power tablet on top of the boss. So I'm glad I saved that. I'm glad I thought of that, and I should be more cautious when it comes to that and the choice belt discards, because of the interaction with the double turbo energy. Okay, so they just go that, they don't even KO. So now it will probably be over, but we'll see. Alright, so flip number 1, no. Flip number 2, yes, so that's game. That is game. We'll go ahead and retreat, we'll go ahead and boss, and that will be game. So we had a plan, we knew how we were going to win, we knew the ways that my opponent could potentially whiff, and it played out perfectly. On to the next game. Alright, so we lost the coin flip yet again, which so what I usually try to think is, when you lose a coin flip when playing Mew, it just opens up the world of donks. So it's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing for you to lose a coin flip when you're playing Mew. When you're playing any other deck, very likely that it's not great, but okay, another mirror match. So it seems like if Mew was everywhere before, it's definitely everywhere now. Like, if Mew wasn't everywhere before, it's definitely everywhere now. The most powerful deck, the most popular deck, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. They purposely printed like all these legendary Pokemon to have synergy between each other. It makes sense. Alright, nice chromatic head flip for my opponent to start themselves off. Triple chromatic in my hand is nice to see, but also kind of weird to have, you know? So in an ideal world, my opponent fills up their bench with 2 Brighters, and I go... we do see that not a lot of play... Well, like, both the previous opponents are not playing the triple double turbo energy though. I mean, did they not chromatic for a battle VIP path? Yeah, they must have, right? Alright, so triple Genesect already into play. And double Meloetta, okay. Nice. Nice decision by my opponent. That protects them from the escape rope play into a 2-price KO. So they flipped 1 hit already. That's 2 for 2. That's not very nice. Not very nice at all. They attach to the bench. Another Genesect. And a quick volt for the Mew. Discarding a VMAX. Oh my gosh, what? What? Okay. I mean, that's an interesting approach for sure. Alright. So I'm getting these 2. I did prize a Fusion Strike Energy, but I do have the Alyssa Sparkle. Getting the donk seems really difficult here. Like, getting an attack off on turn 1 seems really difficult. So, I think I'm gonna Chromatic 1. Like, 1 Chromatic for the Rotom one, okay, so we both flip heads, that seems fair, right? I think I just, like, let Genesect take control, right? Like, I'll just go ahead and establish you friends, and I'll go ahead and quick roll another chromatic for another Mew. Alright, so we start off with a 3-card Genesect. Which immediately kills my hand, basically. Wow. Okay, well that's another head flip. So I think now I grab the Alessa Sparkle. Because that also thins 2 cards. Okay. I am down 1 power tablet though, which could be problematic depending on price cards. I do have the 3 other power tablets and 1 choice belt. Alright, so I'll go ahead and Fusion Strike for 2. Ultra Ball, okay. So I can go ahead and discard. The Oricorio could be useful, but so could like these cards. Definitely the Rose Tower. The Oricorio was useful last time around. I think I'm gonna discard the Genesect here. It's really weird the way my opponent played this out. Alright, so last Genesect. I'm not gonna get the dunk here. Like, I need very specific cards, energy and a switching card. Did get energy, but just not quite good enough. Okay. So we'll go ahead and attach this energy right here. And we will pass. And that's it. Not much else to do, really. So depending on what my opponent does, we will adapt our strategy. If I can avoid knocking out a Meloetta, that would be fantastic. Yeah, they're holding the Alessa. So yeah, even though you have the possibility to dunk when you go first, when you go second with Mew, like, it's not exactly easy, you know? So what I'm thinking here is they're gonna take 2 prizes, but the next turn they might fail to get any prize card. So that could be used to my advantage. We'll see. But I do think I need to remove these 2 Fusion Strike energies. I can't just let my opponent have 4 Fusion Strike energies in play and try to go boss, boss, boss for the win. I don't think I can afford to do that. Yeah, definitely cannot afford to do that. What I can do, however, is limit my opponent's damage output to 140. What I can do is KO the Meloetta, and they'll only be able to bench 1 Mew at a time. So as long as I hunt down the Mews, their damage output is super, super limited. So it should be fine. I think we got this. That, not benching a Mew, I think is a big mistake. A very, very big mistake. So we'll go ahead and do these. Bench you. And then we'll just Fusion Strike system. Only 2 Genesects available for me for the rest of the game, which is honestly fine. We'll go ahead and attach the last Fusion Strike energy to the Mew. I can also Ultra Ball away these 2. Root of Honor is good, but I'd rather just draw more raw cards right now. We'll get 1, then we'll get 3 more. And there's our triple boss to make sure that we always knock out a Mew, right? Any Mew they bench is gonna get knocked out, and therefore my opponent's damage output should be very limited. However, I guess they could. We know they're playing Psychic, so we can assume they play only 1 double turbo. So if they were to go boss, double power tablet, KO at Genesect, I would be forced to knock out this Meloetta. And that might be exactly what they end up doing. Yeah, or choice build plus power tablet, sure. Okay, choice build plus triple power tablet. Okay, that does mean they don't have enough now for another KO. They didn't attach energies though. Yeah, I don't think we can win though. It's not gonna be easy. Or it's not gonna be possible, I don't think. Okay, so we're doing 170. And they do have 2 power tablets left. I have to go after this guy. There's nothing else I can do. I have to eliminate their potential attacker. They didn't attach energy, which is great. Comes down to their double turbo. And my hand is so clogged that I cannot dig for a one-shot right here. Okay, definitely the other Mew. That's interesting that they promoted the Mew and then they played the escape rope. I guess that makes sense. There's a double, so all they need is boss plus, yeah, plus MEW VMAX, which based on this is very likely, right? Yep, they even already have the boss. Very nice. Very, very nice. And that's it. That is it. GG. That's the mirror match, right? I whiffed. They never whiffed. Not a single card. And by having a 4 Fusion Strike Energy in play, they applied so much pressure that I was not able to do this. To get out of that, they had the Choice Belt and the Power Tablet, so it meant they were doing 200 damage the turn after. With the other Power Tablet, that's 230. So even if with a record, yeah, there was just no way. Even if I had KO'd the Mew, I still needed 2 more turns, and it wasn't possible at that point to win. So yeah, Mew mirror matches, important to know what to do, important to find your win condition, and important to hit the cards that you need when you need them, right? And important to avoid the donk if you're going first. Not much else to say about that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.